Okay, so here we are with the lovely Scout, and I've got this speaker in my pocket with the goal that you can hear when I'm pushing the button doing the remote collar with Scout. Okay. Um, I wanted to just briefly talk about why I decided to use vibrate with this dog's collar. She has a lot of extra skin and she has a lot of fur. And we can use the remote collar on low level stimulation. But when a dog has a lot of fur like this and kind of extra skin, the collar has to be on really tight. And if it's not on super, super tight, the dog won't feel it at a low level. So when I find a dog and they seem to respond really well to the vibrate sensation, they're not scared of it. It means I don't have to have the collar on so tight. And I know the dog can still feel that vibrate. So that's why I'm using the vibrate button. So when you hear the sound, that's me pushing the vibrate button. Good. You could see she's pretty much neutral to it. She was feeling the vibrate. She didn't care. So hopefully you can hear the sound, but I'm going to work with her right now on two things: come when called and go to her bed. When I train the dog, I want to work on opposing commands. If I'm struggling in any way, shape, or form, I want to try to just do one thing and then kind of do something that's the opposite. So in this case, we do place, good. And then we'll do recall, break, come, treat, go to your place. Good. Now it's really important when you're using the remote to use the leash at the same time. Break, come, treat. But as you can see, you got your remote in one hand, your leash in one hand, food. So there's an art to using the leash. Good. And the remote at the same time. Good. Break. Go to your bed. Good. Break. Go to your bed. Good. Break. Go to your bed. Good. And I know people might split hairs. Did you say break? Did you say bed? Did you say place? I mix it up even with my own dogs. Break, place, good. What's more important than everybody saying the exact same word is the consistency that once I put you in a command, you are not released from the command until I give you some sort of release word. When I say a command, I just say it one time. And if you don't do it, I say no, but I don't repeat commands. So, more important than everybody saying the same exact word is, hey, let's not repeat commands. And if we give a command, the dog is supposed to stay in the command until we release the dog. Break. Now I'm going to work on recall a little bit more. So I'll toss a piece of food. Okay. Break. Come. Treat. 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 Go to your place. Good. Break. Break. When this happens and the dog doesn't release, I don't stress about that. That's a good problem. That's a dog that's trying to hold a command. So I'm not going to get frustrated or correct a dog as I've released them and they just want to stay in a command. That's a good problem to have. Good girl. Let's go. And if we train our dogs properly, place, if we train our dogs properly, they shouldn't be wanting to break out of commands. They should understand that, like, commands are good. That's the language we use to communicate with them how they can come with and have a great life with us by doing these things we tell them to do. Good. break, break. She's expecting for me to toss the food, so she's kind of waiting. Realize if you're not doing things in a sequence and you're doing things at the same time, like let's say I say break and I toss food at the same time, or I say down and I do the leash at the same time, or I say sit and I do the hand motion at the same time, the dog is not gonna be understanding how to get better and how to get smarter. They're going to get confused. And so, sit, then a hand motion. Good. Then you reach in and feed. Break, then you toss the food. Let's go. Then you walk. Down, then you pull. No, yank, yank, yank afterwards. So everything happens in a sequence. There are a few exceptions to that, but that's very rare. Good girl. Good. 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 Let's go. Now I'm going to work with her on a little bit of a longer recall. And the way I'm going to do this, break, break, is make it so the food's hard to find. Come, treat. She didn't even find the food. She's already hip. I have to have the dog not looking at me when I practice recall. If the dog's already looking at me, it's not a recall exercise. That would be like if I practice teaching my dog down when they're already laying down. Recall really is the dog turning from the distraction to me and then coming to me. Place, treat, or good, break, come, treat, break, come, good, break, come, good, break, what, place, good, good girl, good girl, good girl, place. Now I'm going to challenge her a little bit with the idea that she's going to get up out of the place and then I'm going to put her back into her place again. So I'm going to do things like walk directly over her. This is usually a pretty good way to get the dog to get up. Well, not this dog. Good. And then I pay the dog. So I challenge the dog. If they keep staying there, I pay them. If they get up, I just put them right back in their command again, pay them again. Place. Good. This is rare. I'm not going to be throwing cones over an average dog when we're first doing downstays with the remote. But this is not an average dog. This is an exceptionally strong, confident, trainable dog with, I don't want to get teary eyed here, but honestly, it's probably the best bred dog I've ever met. Uh, no, I take that back. This is definitely the best bred dog I've ever met. In terms of a working line Shepherd or Malinois, hands down. She has just enough energy and craziness that definitely need a professional trainer. Down. Good. But her eagerness to please and her sensitivity to pressure and consequences, and her ability to calm down and snap out of that is really good. Like, just even evidence by how quickly she took to the place command that's an evidence of her breeding. Lucas, no, go. Oh, Lucas. Good. Look at that. She didn't even get up. So one of the dogs came out, ran over here, and this little princess didn't even get up, huh? Good girl, mama. So believe it or not, I end the session here when she's doing well. Let's go. I end the session on a positive, but more importantly, I end the session when it's overwhelmingly just been a good session and we've had a lot of success. So just to reiterate a few things, we're using the remote collar on vibrate. Primarily, just with this particular case, this particular dog, I think the vibrate is going to be the right way to condition this dog to the remote. Everything we do is happening in a sequence. And when we train the dog, try to do opposing commands. So try to do stay and then come, or walk with me and then down. You try to do a command where you're getting the dog to slow down and stop, and then a command where you're getting the dog to come to you and get excited, essentially. Good. Other than that, we train the dog for short periods of time and then we stop at the end. We use the leash pressure as much as we can during this remote collar introduction phase. We don't repeat commands. Um, Everything happens in a sequence. So break, toss the food, good. Give the food, good. Reach in, give the food. Okay, I hope you found this helpful. I'll see you in the future. Take care.